Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is part 8 of A Surge of Desires. Enjoy. What makes you say he's stalking you? The manager asked. I thought you two were friends. He's been showing up everywhere, you said. Here at work, my house, college. Why did you tell him which college you went to then? The manager asked with a snort. No, that's the thing. I never told him which college I went to. He was just there one day saying he had work there. But that's so weird. I've never seen him there before. I think he lied. Wait, when did he show up? She asked. You did your best to backdate and then told her and her eyes widened. Oh, shoot, she gasped. He came in here that day and asked where you were, and I think I told him. But he said that you'd mentioned it to him. No, I never did, he replied confidently. I never told him. Wait, so you told him the name of the college? I'm sorry. I thought you guys were friends, and he told me that you'd mentioned it, so I just reminded him of the name, she said defensively. I'm so sorry. You groaned and face-palmed. Okay, from now on, do not tell him anything about me, okay? I'm not going to work tonight. I need to keep away from him, you said firmly. The manager nodded. And don't tell him that I'm going home, because he will turn up there. I'm going to go home, get my things, and then go to a friend's house to stay the night, because bet he'll show up to ask if I'm okay if he finds out that I'm not here. Tell him that I'm running late for at least another hour. Then tell him I decided not to come in. I'll be gone from the house by then. Okay, got it, the manager said, and the coworker nodded as well. They both left to head back out into the restaurant, and you made a run for home, calling your friend from college while you were running home. Denki looked up as the two co-workers walked back out into the restaurant, and his shoulders slumped when he saw that you weren't there. He was starting to get anxious to see you, and his leg jittered nervously under the table. Hey, he called to the manager. Is Yin here yet? She's late. Oh, she said she was on her way, the manager lied politely. Just got caught up with class. Right. Denki replied with a nod. The manager left, and he looked down at the table, tracing his finger along the grains in the wood top. She's away. She'll come. She's not here. Where is she? Is she avoiding me? She's left me. She's left me. She's not coming. His thoughts got more and more frantic until he couldn't take it any longer and got up sharply. Hey, he said a little more firmly to the manager as he approached her. She's not coming, is she? His hands were shaking and his eyes were widened, looking a little more unhinged than he ever had before, and the manager saw what was going on. Oh gosh, he really isn't well, she thought as she gave him a reassuring smile. It's okay, she should be almost here. I can call her if you like. I'll call her, he said, pulling his phone out. I forgot to save her number in my phone. Can you send me her number real quick? The manager narrowed her eyes for a split second. I'm sorry, I don't have my phone on me, work policy. I can call her out the back. I'll call her, he said, a little too sharply, his hands shaking more. What's her number? Tell me her number. I don't know it off by heart, the manager replied again calmly. Ah! He snapped, throwing his hands up. I'll go look for her. And before the manager could say anything, he had stormed out of the building, but the second that he left, she grabbed her phone from her pocket and rang your number, glancing at the clock. It had only been a half hour since you left. You ran into the house and jogged past your roommates, running for your room. One of them saw you were in a hurry and followed you, wanting to ask if you were okay. Hey Yin, you good? She asked. What's the hurry? No time to explain, but if Denki comes by later to ask if I'm here, you never saw me and you don't know where I am. Do not give him my number and do not let him stay here to wait for me, you said, grabbing your bedroom door handle and throwing the door open. Why? What's happened? She asked, blinking as you flicked your bedroom light on. You both stopped and looked into your room. It had been disturbed. The sheets on your bed were all askew, papers were on the floor, some of your clothes had been taken out of the cupboard and left draped over the back of your desk chair, and some of your pictures had been taken from the board, some ripped in half. Numbly you walked over and picked up a piece of the ripped photo and stared at it. What's happened in here? Your housemate asked. I think someone broke in, you said. Has anyone else been in here? Nah, babe, I've been home all day and no one went into your room. You picked up another ripped picture. These. You held the torn pieces up for her to see. These pictures had me in them, but my photo's been ripped out and taken. Oh shoot, what the hell? Just then your phone rang, and the manager's frantic voice shot down the line. Yin, where are you? He's coming. Denki's coming. Get out of your house if you're there. Oh crap, you gasped, hanging up on her and grabbing a bag to shove clothes into. Your housemate started helping, grabbing things and throwing them into the bag. What is it? Is it Denki? Is he stalking you? Was he here? I think so, and I'm not staying here tonight. Sheesh, babe. Okay, be safe. We'll cover for you. Thanks, you said as you finished chucking stuff in and then throwing the bag onto your back. Don't go out the front, your housemate hissed, grabbing your bag to pull you back. Go out the back way and take the alley down the side. Is your friend coming to get you? No, she's sending her cousins, you replied. They know my name and they're driving a blue Civic. Okay, she replied. Just then the sound of a speeding motorbike coming closer to the house caught your attention. That's him. That's him, you gasped, bolting to the back door. Your friend quickly closed the back door behind you, and they went to the lounge to make it look like that she'd been chilling there, but no sooner had her ass hit the lounge chair, the doorbell rang, so she got back up to answer it. She pulled the door open and Denki pushed his way in. Yin! He called out into the house, trying to walk down to your room, but your housemate blocked his way and tried to push him back. Let me pass, she's here, isn't she? Yin! Your other roommates all jumped in at that point and pushed Denki back, getting him out the front door and then closing the door in his face. He stayed there for a bit, banging on the door, frantically calling your name. Then he went quiet, and your housemates quickly crept to your room and opened your door to see if he was trying to break in. He was, working the lock on the window to get in, and she pulled her phone out to ring the police. Hello? I need the police here immediately, she called loudly into the phone. Denki heard the word police and froze, and then turned and took off back to his bike. Oh boy, next chapter tomorrow, see you then.